Welcome to Jamaica Dancehall Source News and Entertainment with a buzz. First thing that is popping in the news, back in the days, there used to be a saying, cousin and cousin make good soup. Well, people, that is not a saying that I would actually live by a principle that I follow. But it used to be prevalent in Jamaica. People used to say it, and it seems as if it was actually happening. Well, people, Bigger Five and Goathead was on live, and they were speaking about their experience, how them used to watch them family member when they used to go by their house, or the family member used to come by their house, and how them used to take all the people and panty off a line, off a rack, and smell it and rub it up now for them brief rate lele. I want you to take a listen, take a look to the edited version of what they had to say, and then I'll give my piece.
Alright, let me tell you something. When that is in time a little bit.
Yeah.
Me used to live with my granny, but me have some cousin who come from up in some country where now one by nothing really go on. So, you know, country you stay. You have to come a flat.
Monster!
What am I say?
I give finger. Or about that, just start.
You have to fall up on the flat for ear while go on. So, next time I cut me on a G-string. But me watch Wolf of Blues coming, you know, me and stuff, I'm come like some little young boat, you know. Honey. So, here what now, me watch Blues and she say, get in a G-string business, so, because I watch the G-string now, I put it on something in panty rack. You know panty rack? Panty rack in a bathroom. You never know them days when panty rack in a bathroom.
Yeah. A panty alone go pan it. Yeah.
Panty and rack, brother, you know this.
Panty and rack.
No, circle. I want to come from
Yeah, we know.
pull off drawers off a panty rack. I put it right out and smell it. And then put it in my brief. And then some porridge I brief me out here.
Your cousin Jazz.
Yeah.
So when are you only never family member only go visit I them go visit.
I lost half
And because of
That's woman of family.
no, because of us, we think me did right, you know. Go tell.
So you're going to get a document like me.
All right. When family member coming on, watching me not lie down in the bed, I have wood pan wall, you know.
See, woman in the house. Woman in the house.
What?
What do you mean you cut your fuck first?
What?
I mean, then she here, boss. I see here, you know. So you have to get, you know.
So I thought I know your cousin Buster.
I thought that's somebody.
Now, people, here's the thing. When it comes to social media, it seems as if people's lips or minds are so loose. Them say just about anything that come to their lips or come to their mind. And while we like persons to be honest, there's a thing that goes something like this. It's not everything that good for eat, good for talk. And even if you have some sort of sick mentality, sick kind of fetish, I don't know if you actually want to go and expose yourself on social media. I think that that is probably something that you should probably want to DIE with. Not to say that you should have done it. However, if you made a mistake or error and do it, I don't think that you should expose yourself. People, let me know what you think in the comment section. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news is that we see that Gaza headquarters is being brutal and harsh once again, as it pertains to the detractors of Vybz Kartel and Gaza. He's asking the burning question, how is it that persons have a problem with Vybz Kartel gyrating and brief in their own home? However, they don't have a problem with other persons that they support, as in Masca having a gay stylist, as in Alkaline never seen with any sort of woman of any sort of characteristics. I want you to take a listen, take a look at exactly what he has to say, and then I'll give my piece.
CV, me know say hard for you step forward and say, alright, me rate Blind's music, but something about Blind's personal life no look right. Me know say hard for you step forward and say that, you know. Worse, you already a get a beating from that fan base, you know. So me kinda feel your pain. But CV, as a big man, you are tell me say Blinds is a celebrity. and not even a groupie can step forward and say she and the man did that. And that you try convince people with sense, CV. CV, you tell me say not even a girl from the Caribbean, not even a girl overseas can step forward. So you tell me say CV in pay all of the girls them to keep them mouth shut. That is what you tell me, don't it? You tell me say female life so personal. The girl them have to respect that. I wonder if you know say the man is a celebrity. I wonder if you know say no matter what, if a girl did sleep with him, should have come forward, come talk. Just for the hype. I wonder if you know that CV. CV, me see say you out here feel like say people are idiot, you know. And that me notice, you know. CV, remember in the days when we used to question and say, oh, the youth are so rich and now have no youth. And on see a man used to come forward and say, oh, him a wait till him set him life. The man is a fucking millionaire. One more life him want set. Eh? That little blind boy been tricking the crowd for how long? The blind boy no straight. So CV, stop like you can't take people for fool just because you afraid to step forward and admit the truth.
Now, people, like I've always said, expect nothing from a pig but a grunt. Not to say that Gaza headquarters is a pig, but just as said, persons have some sort of agenda that they're on. So therefore, we should not expect them to deflect from that. We should always expect to do their job, which is what they say they come on social media to do, defend vice cartel and this everybody else that is deemed as any sort of enemy. So he's just doing what is exactly in his job title. We should not be surprised. Is what he's saying factual, people? Me not really know. However, it is his opinion and he is entitled to his opinion. Let me know in the comment section what do you think about Gaza headquarters? What do you think about one Kevin? Who is better? Who is worse? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, it seems as if Popcorn found a new hit. We know that Popcorn is a prolific hit maker. However, this song seems to be one of the hottest songs that he has ever done, meaning on the dancehall space. I want you to take a look to the preview that he posted, and then I'll give my piece. So people, you heard exactly what the song sounds like. Here's one thing about music. Whenever you hear a song and it is a hit, it instantly gravitates to you. It instantly sounds good to you. It instantly sounds like something that kind of move you, make you feel some sorts of way. And as it pertains to this song, people like me say, it sounds like a hit. However, there's one thing that I know about music. The songs that sound like a hit sometimes do not hit. And the songs that don't sound like a hit sometimes are creeper and sometimes just bust out after being kind of quiet. People, let me know in the comment section if you think that this is going to be a hit or this is just going to be a next hype song by Popcorn that sounds good. However, don't get the mileage. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Point blank and period.
Yo, people, this is Vibes Cartel, and we are representing for the maddest concert in Jamaica. Reggae Sumfest 2026. Gaza versus Gully, like you never seen before. Watch ya. Plantation, Senton, July 18. Big up Movado. But guess what? Kill them all and done. Kill them all and done. All right.
So the next thing that is popping in the news is based on a post that was made by Vice Cartel when he was promoting Sumfest, Gaza versus Gully. meaning Mavada versus Vice Cartel. Now, people saw that they had a launch for Sumfest 2026 or Reggae Sumfest 2026 in the United States. However, this concert is going to be one of the biggest concerts ever. Now, people, something that have a whole bunch of persons questioning is that we saw that there was a launch for Sumfest in Miami, Florida, in which Mavada lives. However, Mavada was not present there. Did Mavada have some sorts of gig or whatever the circumstance? What is going on between Mavada and Virus Cartel? Are they good? Because if this show and Virus Cartel is promoting Gaza versus Gully or Gaza and Gully, our sister Mavada has not been present, has not been promoting it. People, I don't know what is going on. Let me know if you think that something is suspicious about this show. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, there's an individual known as Marvin Littlefire that has been burning a whole bunch of fire upon the system, upon the PM, upon the police. Just about everybody is getting blazed up. So people, we see that of lately, a whole bunch of persons, including myself, have been kind of concerned about the politician, about the police, if there were going to be any sort of backlash. Based on what he has been saying a whole bunch of stuff. Some of it kind of cross the line. So people, I want you to take a listen, take a look at exactly what Marvin has to say when he is reassured his supporter that he is putting security measures into place. Take a listen, take a look, and then I'll give my piece.
Sir Marvin, I'm asking you to be careful, please. All right. And I also need to speak on that for my real fans who are very concerned. I know, some he's a little madman who just get up and go everywhere by himself and stuff. All right. I remember telling everybody that whenever the spirit tells me to move, I move. So I was moved yesterday to finally secure my private details. And for anybody who know what that means, my personal detail, it means my security. No, Mark Shields is not my guest. So I can confirm to all of you that I now have permanent bodyguards. I'm gonna confirm to you again. I didn't say bodyguard. Permanent licensed firearm holders, bodyguards. All right? And I wanted to do that to you, do that for you, so that those of you who are very concerned can breathe a little. You understand? You can breathe a little. So and this happens when you're moving up. When you realize that you're moving up a chain that has wolves, you want to make sure that you are very safe and protected. And I would not be telling you this had it not been the truth.
Now, people, like I said, this man has been burning some serious fire against some people of power, meaning politician, meaning police, meaning the extrajudicial that has been going on. He is saying that Jamaica needs a change, and we even saw that there's a petition that he's kind of fostering, in which he is saying that we're going to try to get rid of the DPP, the PM, the police commissioner, the police this, the police that, security, justice minister, anybody that he deems to be somebody that is violating human rights and just the rights of persons in Jamaica. So people, let me know in the comment section if you think that Marvin is burning such a fire that he is ruffling a whole bunch of feathers and these persons are going to retaliate sooner or later. They are going to stop him in his track. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Point blank and period.
I don't answer the first time. Bitch, I don't want to talk.
So the next thing that is popping in the news, don't know if it is coincidence or what. We saw that Vice Cartel made a post and he said that whenever the devil sends his minions to draw him out, God always has his back. Now, people, when I saw that the first name that came to mind could be the blogger, the infamous diabolical hater, could be Footer Hype, could be Nico Fire, could be a whole bunch of bloggers out here posing as if they are unbiased, as if they are objective. You see them come out, the light shine upon them. It is obvious who is who, which part is where. So people, me don't know if he's talking to Shaggy. I doubt it very much. Don't know if he's talking the foot hype, more than likely Nico Fire, because we see that those two individuals have been relentless. As it pertains to Shaggy, he is just giving his opinion, and based on his resume out here and the stuff that he has done, he has the right to speak, whether it is factual or not. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news is based on a video that has been making its round on social media, where dancehall artist Dancehall was seen in a some sorts of white wedding gown, and she ran and greeted her husband to be. And person I say, hold on a minute, it seems as if the angel is getting married. I want you to take a listen, take a look to the actual video, shortened version, and then I'll give my piece.
Congrats, honey. How does it feel being a newlywed?
It feels awesome.
Yes.
Did it again. It's my second time around.
It looks
But
good.
this one is perfect. It's perfect.
Turn around, let me
This
see
one
the
is
back.
perfect. Second time around. This one is perfect. So I'm rushing off now to my bachelorette party. I'm gonna put on my Cinderella slipper.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So people, you saw the video, you saw that the angel was there and she's excited about getting married and she greeted her husband to be. Exciting times. But when you think about the MO of the angel, that she's one of those persons that is good with publicity stunt along with spice. And when we think that we have not heard anything from the angel lately, as it pertains to music, she was kind of vocal on social media. However, persons are more interested in a music, especially if you're an artist, especially when you're not really a very interesting character like that, when you're kind of bland, meaning boring as the angel is. So we know that if the angel had met some sorts of man, especially if that man was successful and even worse, if him HITE, and we know that people like them privacy, respect them privacy. However, these people love social media. So therefore, them can't keep anything as secret. It does not matter how personal it is, as in your relationship with whomever, man or woman. So people, in my opinion, I would say that more than likely, the angel is looking some sorts of buzz for some sorts of music video. The angel want person to keep her name on their lips, so therefore she is doing some sorts of publicity stunt. And people, I don't know the angel's relationship, don't know nothing about her as to what is going on as it pertains to who she is with, who she's getting married with. But me just as say, if you want to know the future, just kind of look back into the past. I know that people have ulterior motive with everything that they do. Point blank and period.
What took place last night? What took place last night?
So the next thing that is popping in the news is that we see that Rosealee and her baby father Jakes is back in the news again for all of the wrong reasons. And this is based on some claims that Rosealee actually went to Jake's house. I went to Jake's house and then she went to the police station. And then Jakes went to the police station and there was all sorts of verbal, almost on physical confrontation in which Rosealee rushed some lady that is supposed to be suing her for about 30 million or so. I am going to let you take a listen, take a look to the edited version of the interaction between Jakes. We did not really see Rosealee. However, she was the one that caused the whole commotion. Take a listen, take a look, and then I'll give my piece.
What me say? I'm under arrest. I'm under arrest. I'm under arrest, Mr. McKnight. I'm under arrest. I'm under arrest.
Mr. McKnight? Yes, I feel friend, our friend.
I'm not going to service.
Jake.
So what happened to the papers that Jakes have to show them and next time?
Jakes, don't go your right one.
And you not going to do with it. Me a big man. Me a big man.
Them can't arrest you.
Jakes, they're in an argument.
Jakes, calm down. Calm down.
So we people money. Watch her. Watch her.
Me not see a fast with her. Me not see a trouble with her. Me dey on the internet. You can't put some yard tired do. Oh, me can't pay.
Because she look at her. Look at her.
No,
This breeze. Look at her. Look at her.
No case. No case.
All
always a jump up in a people face. Always want to get in fight with someone.
Now, people, don't you realize since this TikTok thing come out, all of these people start make some money. There's a saying that goes something like this. NEIGA, read between the line, cannot stand promotion. So therefore, if them have an attitude when them broke, which Rosealee did, just imagine when them get an enormous amount of money, they are going to lose it. And such is the case. It has made her arrogant. It has made her darker than she is. And even while she's supposed to be out here under the surveillance of the Pitney advocacy group, she is still showing that she is not worth being a parent that is supposed to be responsible for any sorts of Pitney. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Bless up.